Naruto scenes that were way worse in the manga. Listen, man, Naruto is pretty brutal. I am completely shocked about how brutal it is.
Naruto's been censored when adapted into anime, which is a very common practice to make the anime appeal for much larger and international audiences, and many times this censorship doesn't really affect the story or the way you are interpreting things. The amount of blood is usually reduced.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
that was
blood.
insanity.
Sure, it may be more
See, it's not that bad. It's not that different.
But if there is more blood in the anime, would that really make a big difference?
Looked like he won in a UFC fight.
It wouldn't. So, yeah, usually censoring violence is not a terrible thing.
Does he say Data Bayo in the manga?
There are several examples of that.
The fuck was a spoiler? I've seen this already. What was that?
Further, there are several.
No way. No, no, wait, what the fuck is this on the right? There's no way this is real. He has a Doraemon lunchbox and an apple in his hand, or a tomato. There is no way this is real, bro. Is this the 4 Kids?
Examples of that, but this video is much more a direct comparison between the manga and the anime. And I'm gonna be listing 31 scenes that were because of their violent nature in the manga. Number 1, we start off right in the beginning in the bell test. When Sasuke tosses those
Are they gonna show his booty hole? When Kakashi puts his fingers up it? Please no, please don't do this.
When Kakashi is talking to Naruto and he is hanging upside down that tree. In the manga, we see the shuriken hitting Kakashi in the face while he was smiling, caught completely off guard, quote unquote. I mean, he let himself get hit so that he could substitute later. This scene is very graphic in the manga.
God, I wish they showed that in the anime.
All over his face and body, but in the anime, it's really quick and we don't really see the shuriken and kunai piercing. Number 2, also in the bell test. When Kakashi uses a genjutsu on Sakura and shows Sasuke hurt.
I keep getting worried about these scenes, bro, when he does the 1,000 years of death
to make her feel fear and to make her understand that shinobi life is not a walk on the park. Sasuke is very, very, very hurt in the manga version of the
my
genjutsu.
God, imagine Sakura saw that in the anime. Holy
all
shit.
over his body. One of his legs is twisted, and the anime
she developed COVID right then and there. That's still brutal, man.
Little bit of blood. His leg is normal.
That's one of the moments that really shocked me in Naruto.
Way more screwed up in the manga. Number 3, Kakashi's fake
hand is gone.
Hurts over his body. One of his legs is twisted.
Oh my God. Holy shit, nah, bro, his wrist is oh my God.
And the anime version is much more mild. He has a few kunai.
Damn,
a little bit
they should
of blood.
do that in the
his
anime.
Leg is normal. So the illusion of Sasuke is way more screwed up in the manga. Number 3,
scar those fucking children for life.
Versus the Demon Brothers is much more mild in the anime. Yes, we understand he's being turned into mush, and in the manga we also see just a dark outline of his body when he's exploded, but still, it's more gruesome than the anime. Number 4, in the Kaiza flashback, Kaiza is Inari's dad, for those
remember this motherfucker, bro? I wanted to kill him.
Who don't remember in the Land of Waves arc. When Kaiza is captured by Gato and his thugs, they hang him in a cross. And in the anime,
the manga is sick! Come on, rip his fucking arms off!
Not something too bad, but in the manga,
Nah, I understand. They had to risk some things so we could get that mainstream appeal for children to watch and everything. So when they grow up or say they want to be rebellious, they could just watch like the what's it called? The unchanged version, the uncensored version, or read the manga and see what the real men look at.
He actually didn't have
from a boy to a man watching or reading Naruto.
Way more impactful and disturbing. Number 5, when Sasuke saves Naruto from a barrage of needles from Haku and then he goes down. The shot when Sasuke is standing in front of Naruto, having tanked
dude, what are they doing to Sasuke in the manga? They're just butchering him.
He has much more blood, many more needles. We see several needles all around his neck.
He's a bloody mess.
Piercing him through. And yes, there are needles in the anime as well, but it just doesn't feel as visceral as the manga does. Continuing with the Land of Waves arc, number 6 is going to be Kakashi's Raikiri on Haku, which is just way more violent, bloody, and brutal in the manga, if I'm being honest. We see Kakashi's arm passing through Haku's body, an explosion of blood on Haku's, Kakashi's, and Zabuza's faces. Just sick. Way more violent in the manga.
Dude, if you would have given me this manga as a kid, Oh my god, I would have busted one just looking at it. I loved shit like this. Brutality.
7. The way Zabuza kills Gato in the manga is, let's just say, a little bit more violent than in the anime. Like, it's not bad in the anime, but it doesn't have a lot of blood. And when Zabuza pierces the kunai on Gato's body using his mouth, he just kind of falls off the bridge. In the manga, however, Zabuza kind of cuts his head off. And this detail is completely censored in the anime. And
I love it.
Oh,
with the fucking head off.
In the manga, we
that
see
panel
the
looks
actual
sick.
thing being done.
Oh my
it's
god.
pretty much completely implied.
No, that looks
and it's
beautiful.
just a much cooler way to kill Gato, if I'm being honest. Also, in this very same scene, the way Zabuza is pierced by dozens of spears and swords by Gato's thugs, it's just much more gruesome.
Nah, the panel looks so fucking clean, man. But dirty at the same time. Whew.
Than the anime. Number 8. Moving on to the Chunin exams. When Orochimaru faces Sasuke and Sakura in the Forest of Death, when they see that vision of them dying, they actually get kunais pierced on their foreheads in the manga. And yes, we do get something like that in the anime.
We'll give you a piercing.
All dark. It's a weird looking outline of the characters.
Oh, I would have loved that to happen to Sakura during this time, man. I fucking hated her.
Not the actual thing happening.
Oh god, I would have paid somebody to throw a fucking kunai in her head.
Is less
now I love her. Now it's fine.
Not that big of a deal.
So
Number
glad
9,
she survived.
Gaara crushing rain ninjas. In the manga, we actually see them being turned into mush. In the anime, sure, I mean, they explode with the sand coffin.
We don't gotta see it in the anime. Like, I know it's cool in a manga and all, but like, you get what happens.
Sand burial routine. But the blood is
I
black,
want Gaara to trap Mineta.
Like, I mean, is that
sand
blood
coffin.
or it's just kind of weird? Very deliberate censorship, not to make
I want to
the
watch
blood
every
look red. And yes, obviously the
piece of
manga
his
is black and white,
fall
but in
off.
the colored version, we do see the blood all red and stuff. And
no, that's sick. It's raining blood. Wow.
it looks much more like a gruesome pile
Blood
of
all
flesh
over the
being
umbrella.
exploded. Number
Love it.
10, the way Zaku loses the fight against Shino is way, way more brutal in the manga because we actually see his arms exploding and...
Dude. He got his arms extended. Look at that shit.
one of his arms is blown off his body. We don't see that at all in the anime. Number 11,
wow.
Dosu's death on the hands of Gaara again is much more brutal. Yes, it's kind of off screen, but we do see Dosu's body claw.
Oh my god, Naruto blood is so fucking cool in a manga, man.
Cut off and absolutely destroyed by Gaara's partial transformation of Shukaku. We
Give
just
me
see
more
his
blood.
hand with a little bit of blood in the anime.
Imagine his hand in the anime started twitching. They should have done that.
Number 12. Before Gaara goes,
Gaara just loved butchering
in the
people.
final round of the Chunin exams.
I don't blame him.
A feudal lord from the land of
I want to do that to a few people.
Brass sends two of his goons to
Only
go
a select
and kill
few.
Gaara because he bet on Sasuke, and obviously he wanted to win the bet. And the guys didn't want to kill Gaara at first. They just arrived there and said, "Oh, you better throw the fight because if you don't do that, it's not gonna go so well for you. We're gonna, gonna kill you later." And then Gaara says, "Oh yeah, let's see who's gonna kill
What's Gaara gonna do now? Is he gonna gently push them?
who," and then he slaughters them very thoroughly. And the scene is just absolutely much more
Come
violent.
on, don't blur it,
in the manga.
pussy.
We see the mangled
I wanna
bodies
see
and the blood thrown into the hallway.
I'm
with
from New
sand
York,
and all
bro.
that.
I'm immune
it's
to
very
this shit.
toned down in the anime. Absolutely censored. And to be honest, this is a really bad censorship because this
Unbelievable.
makes us feel much more scared for Sasuke as he is about to
I was already afraid of Gaara. Now imagine I saw these panels. Holy shit, man. You could scare me with a picture of him if I was a kid.
fight this dude that just killed
Especially with the lack of eyebrows. I'd be
Chunin,
scared
which was
shitless
nothing and
looking at
completely
Gaara.
obliterated them, and the violence factor just makes things way scarier here.
Bro is censoring a video talking about uncensored moments.
Naruto and Shikamaru witnessed that scene, and they were terrified. Naruto even
Yeah,
wanted
now
to
I get
stop
why
the
they were
fight because
terrified.
he was afraid Sasuke was
How
going
is
to get
Naruto able
exploded
to
by
sleep
Gaara's
after
sand.
this?
13. When the invasion of the Leaf Village starts, and the Sound Ninja attack the Leaf Ninja in the arena, Kakashi kills two guys that are about to kill.
He fucking murders them. Holy shit, I would have had a Kakashi kill count at this time.
Sakura. In the
I
anime-
love when our heroes murder. I'm not all for the whole, like, oh, death of IO. We don't kill, we save everybody. Even Bin Laden himself could be saved. We could save everybody, guys. Nah, fuck that, bro. You know how many people I want to kill?
Hey, that looks pretty normal. I mean, Kakashi just kind of slashes two guys with kunais, but in the manga...
Like, literally, one drive to Manhattan, my list is in the thousands.
He literally pierces
Look at
both
this shit, beautiful.
one in each of the guys' heads.
Let our heroes kill more.
Number 14, when we see Orochimaru...
I want to see Tanjiro fucking murder a human being. And if not Tanjiro, who else would be a hero? Like when Superman cracked Zod's neck, I was like, yeah! Like, oh god, the sense of satisfaction I got.
Oro's flashback.
Deku. Oh my god, I want Deku to do like a China punch or something, or a China elbow, or a China knee on somebody, like a real human being, and they just splatter. Oh my god, imagine that.
In the manga, his lab is filled.
Yo, holy cow. Oh god. How many of y'all wish that was one of you?
Corpses. It's pretty damn disturbing.
No, this is the most disturbing thing I've seen in Naruto up to this moment. Wow. Dude, he's literally doing these fucking experiments on these bodies, and there's guts pouring. This is chaotic madness. It's horror, and I love it.
In the anime, they are completely cut out. We just see weird-looking metal walls.
Well, I wonder why.
15. After Orochimaru loses the ability to utilize his arms because of the Reaper Death Seal, we get a scene of him in the shower, and...
What, we see his big Orochi cock?
It's way, way worse in the manga, because we see his arms completely destroyed.
Wait, what? Is that like his sack? What is this?
Purple with all those wounds.
Y'all ever think about Sasuke in the shower?
And also much more blood in the manga. In the anime, yes,
I do all the
also
time.
happens, but it's not as impactful as it is in the manga. Number 16. In the Search for Tsunade arc, they censor a very strange scene.
I want to see Tsunade uncensored.
To me, because yes, it's violent, but it's not that violent. And I'm referring to the scene when Naruto uses his Rasengan for the first time against Kabuto. No, it's not the Rasengan itself.
It's Kabutas, motherfucker.
It's what Naruto does before he lands the Rasengan. Naruto. He catches Kabuto's kunai with his hand, and in the
he's used to this shit, bro. He's done it before. Come on.
Manga, the kunai literally pierces his palm and exits to the back of his hand, and that's how Naruto grabs Kabuto's arm.
Bro, I can literally do this. Like, come on now. I could literally get a knife and just stab it through my hand. Like, come on, bro. That's for pussies now.
In the anime, the kunai just kind of goes in between Naruto's
I'll do it right now.
And yeah, it cuts Naruto's hand, but it's definitely not as violent, and you don't see that sacrifice that Naruto's doing to protect Tsunade as much, because the wound is not as bad, which actually makes a difference. And this is not that big of a wound anyway. It's just his hand. Like, you could have done the kunai piercing through it completely, not just cutting in between his fingers. Number 17. In the Neji versus Kidomaru fight, there's a point where Kidomaru is pelting Neji with those massive arrows with his second stage of the curse mark, and one of the arrows pierces Neji's torso. And the aftermath of that blow is very catastrophic for Neji in that fight. I mean, he still wins the fight, but that's a lot of damage. In the manga, we see a gaping hole.
He looks like a piece of cheese
on Neji's torso, but
like I wanted to eat him right here.
In the anime, we just feel like, oh man,
why did they not do this, man? That would have looked so fucking sick. Oh my, yeah, I know I saw this. That would have looked so sick if they did that. Just hold him up. Give him another hole.
It's a little bit of a bruise, whatever. And that shot made a difference in the manga. That was weird.
Oh god.
In the anime, because we just felt like, I mean, I guess that.
Remember when I thought he died here?
It's not a big deal, but in the manga, it looks really serious. Number 18 in the Shikamaru versus Tayuya fight. Tayuya uses.
I fucking hated these fights. Oh my god, when she started playing the flute. I wanted to choke to death on the flute, dude.
Flute genjutsu to affect Shikamaru, and in the anime, I mean, he just kind of melts away, and it's pretty cool. But in the manga, we see Shikamaru melting away in the genjutsu, and then his bones.
Oh my god, dude.
Appear as his skin is.
Oh shit. Oh, I feel this one, man. I feel it. Like, imagine seeing that. Imagine somebody locks you into this shit. And you're delusional now. You're seeing shit. You're seeing illusions. And your fucking skin's melting off your bone. Oh.
Dropping off his arm. It's more gruesome and
beautiful.
brutal, but it doesn't make that.
Look at his finger. Oh Oh my god.
Much of a difference, to be honest. Number 19. Kimimaaru's entire jutsu arsenal looks much more disturbing in the manga.
Oh, his fucking bone jutsu.
He has to actually open up his skin to remove the bones off his body. And I mean, it's just
guy. Where the fuck has he been?
It's not terrible in the anime the way they do it. The way the skin kind of follows Kimimaaru's bone is not terrible, but it's...
God, y'all ever rip off your fucking shoulder?
Just weirder and
dead. Just like Neji and Choji were dead.
Suits the character better in the manga because he's supposed to be a freak of nature. Number 20, when Sasuke shoves the...
Could I watch this one? Yeah. Yeah, I can watch this one, right? This is the last one. Just making sure before I press play.
Chidori and Naruto's chest during the
this is the god tier fight.
End. Well, let's just say the scene is more brutal in the manga. We see Sasuke's hand punching Naruto's body. We see a lot of blood. And in the anime, we just...
Dude, how many holes do these kids get filled up with? Oh my god.
See a Chidori emerging out of Naruto's...
They're not a Naruto kid unless they have a hole inside in them.
Back, and the lightning kind of covers the entire wound, which actually kind of makes more sense.
I gotta see every Naruto child with a fucking hole in him now.
Because we don't see the Chidori lightning in the manga, so this is a change I can actually get behind. It looks actually cooler.
Oh god, guys, wait. Which Naruto kids haven't got holed up yet?
Out of Naruto's back, even though it doesn't look as brutal.
We're done, and that's the video. So apparently everything from this point on are spoilers, so we're fucking done. So I'll come back in like 2 years when I'm caught up on Naruto and we'll watch the rest.